Good evening and welcome everybody. We are at Misano for tonight's ARL's Tuesday night driver swap event, round number 3. And we got 12 minutes left of practice. Go. Alright, we got one viewer, which is me. Hey, welcome Sean, welcome. Hopefully we get the notification. See if we got the notification pop up in Discord. Not pop up. There we go. Now it's up. Alright everybody, we got 10 minutes left in free practice and we're going to get qualifying going. Right now we have, in practice for P1, we got Cletus, Rapid Duck, and the Rapid Racing team. P2 we got El Straub. Looks like he is running by himself tonight. Or does he have a driver with him? We're going to go through the field. M. Clark at the Texas Racing Teams, currently in P8 for practice. P15, we got Freezer Burn Racing. Not Creative Motorsports, P16. P13, Big Time Chef Kiss. We got FR Racing in P5. We got our very own Leon currently in P14 for practice. Pete Dalton is in P6. Pretty good showing. We got our very own Matt ARL White. I murdered that, didn't I? We got our very own ARL's Matt White out on practice right now with less than 9 minutes ago, and they're currently in P11. And it looks like they're in the new McLaren. That is a bold choice. P4, we got Aston Martin Racing. NCS. I like the name, but they're in a McLaren. Anyways, wrong car. You might want to change the name. It should be McLaren Racing. Nah, just kidding. We got Pixel, the Podium Pirates, right now sitting in P5. We had got the stream started a little early. Hopefully get some people in and watch the broadcast and participate with us tonight. And watch the 60-minute driver swap event for ARL Tuesday night. It's about to go down. Now, I don't know all the technical term and names for each corner of Misano, so I'm gonna do my best to broadcast this and run through the field. Oh, we got 6 joining us. Hey, welcome everybody. Thank y'all. Appreciate everybody that is turning out tonight to watch Tuesday night driver swap. We got 7 minutes left of free practice, and then we're going to get going with qualifying. Hopefully everybody's got their setups tuned in, tire temps ready to go. We got the drivers in that's going to make the qualifying before time runs out. Once the time runs out, can't switch. You have to complete the pit stop to do a driver swap. And on PS5, all I can do is scroll through, and it kind of does it randomly. So we're gonna do the best we can with what we got. So again, thank y'all everybody for tuning in. Can't wait to get this started. Talk to me, Goose and Red Eye Racing. There are P12 in free practice. P10, we got the AGRT racing team. We got Victory Pace Racing. They are currently P13. We still got Cletus and Rapid Duck of Rapid Racing. They are currently P1 for free practice. I have to say though, that's a pretty stacked team there. Probably 2 of the faster drivers of the league. So the field does have their work cut out for them. And I'm not sure if I don't know if I know how to say it. Is it Straub? I hope I'm saying his name right, but I'm not sure. I think if he's racing by himself or not. If he is, the way it works with driver swaps, then he will only get half the points for whatever position he finishes in. Alright, we got 4.5 minutes left. And then we're going to switch over to the qualifying. We got M. Clark with the Texas Racing Team. They are currently P9 in practice. But I'm sure once qualifying gets started, we're going to see people in different spots. A lot of people. He is up currently almost 3/10. Now he's down. Still up almost 2/10 on this lap going through the first sector. Misano is a very I like the track. Very good track to race on. Very technical. A lot of corners. A lot of apexes, so you got to be just right coming out of them and knowing when to trail brake and get on the gas to carry the speed through the corners. Oh, we got one DSQ. for P16. Not sure what that's about. Watch M. Clark here on his lap. He was still up a little over 2 tenths. Now he's up. Oh, and he goes invalid. Good try, M. Clark, though. Oh, now he's off the track, returning to pits. Less than 3 minutes to go. I really do like some of the names of our teams here. Not Creative Motorsports. We got the Big Time Chef Kiss here. FR Racing. Oh, okay, yes. Okay, L Strauss with Johnny B. Bangin'. So that's his teammate. He does have a teammate. Good, good. Well, I guess P1 and P2 got some pretty close competition there, because I know all Rapid, Cletus, and Johnny B. Bangin' are pretty quick drivers. I can't remember too much about El Strada, but he seems to be pretty quick too. Oh, Leon finally gets up to P4 in the Ferrari. Let's go, Leon. Way to go, bud. Way to go. Pete Dalton in P3. Look at Pete Dalton banging it out now with the new update. He has found another level here since this updates came out. He won our GT4 race on Sunday. He finally knocked T. Fangen off the throne after T. Fangen had won, I think, 4 consecutive races in a row. Our very own Matt White, they are in P11 at the time for practice. Still figuring this one out here. We got Jay in the Aston Martin Racing, which is in a McLaren. Alright, less than 1 minute to go, guys, in free practice, and we are going to get qualifying under the way. Alright, 30 seconds. I got 30 seconds. Alright, and that is the end of free practice. As soon as it switches over, we will get qualifying underway. I will be right back, guys. Alright, here we go. The session is starting. Drive button. We're going to follow Rapid here out on his first out lap to his flying lap. Pete Dalton is coming out right behind. Looks like Frank House and the Podium Pirates is in P6 coming out of the pits. Getting some separation here on their out laps so they can get in their laps. As they come through, I believe this is what the end of Sector 2, starting Sector 3. And he runs a little wide there on his hot out lap, I mean. We're on the last right-hander, going to be going into the last turn here to get ready to start his lap. Let's watch Rapid and see where he's going to end up for his first lap, and then we will go through the field. Alright, he has crossed the line to start his first flying lap. He's through T1. Goes through T2, looking pretty good. Has a nice entry. Exit looks very good. There you go, Rapid. It looks like he's already catching traffic of people coming out of the pits late. Hopefully they get out of his way. But he is on a flying lap. Coming through to the end of Sector 2, getting ready to start Sector 3. He's still got a pretty big gap in between him and the other car. It's over a second, so it should not impede him in any kind of way with his lap. Comes around the last final turn. We'll see what his first lap's going to be. He runs a 136.257 provisional pole. Pete Dalton won a 136.4. Johnny B. Bangin is currently P3. Oh, drops down to P5. Everybody's coming across the line now. M. Clark look like running 138.312. Got a couple drivers still coming around. Our own Matt runs a 137.947. Like Frank House's first lap was a 136.575. I think we should see a little faster times, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like we should see like 132, 133s. Uh-oh. We got a little issue here. Oh, he backs out. Alright, he's got a good gap now, so hopefully that helps. Pete Dalton's coming across the line. Is he going to be able to improve? He does with a 136.045, taking provisional pole is Pete Dalton. That puts Rapid Duck down to P3. Johnny B. Bangin has come through with a good lap of a 135.957 for provisional pole right now. Is anybody going to be able to get into the 34s? I thought surely with the qualifying we would see some 34s up front. But maybe 35s is where it's going to be at. Johnny B. Bangin is on a pretty good lap right now. He's up 2/10. And he's still tracking up. He's up another 3/10. Coming through the final sector of Sector 2. Still trending in the green, up over 3/10 on his lap right now. He loses just a tad coming through that turn. Brings it back up. Oh, and then he loses it coming through there. Hey, what's up, George? He is up almost 5/10. Oh, he loses a little bit. He's still up another 4/10. I know, buddy, we're so bummed you're not here to make it. With a provisional time right now of 135.567. Yeah, I hear you, brother. I know, man, it sucks. You gotta get some supervisor hired, brother. That's the way when something happens, you be like, hey, I gotta get home and race. They're gonna have to go fix it. No, I understand completely. My job's the same way, man. All right, Johnny B. Bangin's in the pits. We're gonna go through. We got M. Clark currently in P8. His best time so far is a 137. So it seems like we got a pretty big gap right now between the top cars. Rapid Duck's best time is still the 136. I know he's got more pace in that BMW. Just pushing it a little too hard, it looks like. He's not carrying the normal speed that he usually would through the corners. I think he's backed out on this lap here. Johnny B. Bangin's coming back on. We got T. Fangin has moved into P2. And Clark is on a good lap right now. He's up 3/10 coming through the final turn. Is he going to be able to hold it as it comes through? As it comes across the line, what's it going to be, folks? He only improves to a 137.02, which is good for P6 right now. We do have 6 minutes left in qualifying, so there is still time for 2 or 3 more laps to try to get in a better qualifying time. We got Freezer Burn Racing, they're P14 currently. Not Creative Motorsports is in P16. We got the Big Time Chefs Kiss, P11. P8's FR Racing. Trying to find George's car here. Leon is currently P12. T. Bangin and the L. Stiffo Motorsports McLaren, they're currently in P2. I think that's what, I'm not sure who his teammate is, but no, that's Dalton. Is that Dalton? Yes, I think him and Dalton are teammates. Their best time so far is a 136.045. Alright, here you go. This is your very own ARL's Mr. George's number 114. And George, y'all are currently sitting P2 with a 135.897. Pretty good lap out of Frank House. The Podium Pirates. Let's go. Yes. like y'all's team name there. We got Felix coming out with the rookies. They're currently sitting in P11 with 4.5 minutes to go in qualifying. With that, we'll go back. We're gonna watch Felix. We're gonna watch Felix's lap here with the rookies team. As he's currently invalid, we'll come back to him. Talk to me, Goose. They're currently P10. S. Wilder, they are sitting currently P12 on an invalid lap with 3.5 minutes to go. Victory Pace Racing, P15. Rapid Duck and Cletus have dropped all the way down to P5. They still have not gotten into the 35s. He is up on a big time lap though, 5 tenths right now. With 3 minutes to go, up 6 tenths. Is he able to do it? Oh, he loses a little bit of time coming out of the corner. Wasn't able to carry that speed through, but he's still up over 5 tenths coming through the end of Sector 2, starting Sector 3. If he hits this right, he can gain a lot of time here. There he goes. He's tracking the right way. Up over 7 tenths. Carries the speed through the corner. Getting ready to come through almost 8 tenths this lap. There it is. He loses a little bit of time coming out of the last turn, but he comes across the line with a 135.597, which is good for P3. Good lap, Rapid. Good. You got time for one more, I believe. Johnny B. Banging. Oh, George, we got car 114 currently sitting on pole with a 135.562. That is our very own, the Podium Pirates of Frank House, and with the co-driver of our very own ARL's George Priest that is out tonight. I miss you very much, George. I wish you were here. But Frank is holding it down for you right now, bud. We got less than a minute and a half to go in qualifying. Oh yeah, he's driving the wheels off that AMG. I'm surprised at the times though. I thought for sure Misano with the top, at least top, I don't know, 4 to 5. I thought we'd see some 134s for qualifying, but it seems like they're pretty evenly matched here for qualifying. So less than 40 seconds to go now in qualifying. The provisional pole still going to the Podium Pirates. Yeah, I can't see. Yeah, I can't see the temp, so I don't know what the temp is. As it comes to the last turn, it doesn't look like he's going to improve any on this time. With 10 seconds left to go in qualifying. Anybody else going to be able... Oh, somebody has... Oh, Johnny B. Banging got the top spot. Frank House is in P2, though. Good job. What time did Johnny B. Banging have? So qualifying looks like it's going to be a 135.457 for the top spot. Good job, everybody, qualifying. So we're going to go back, return to the garage so we can see the actual times. All right, we'll go through it real quick. So P1, we got Johnny B. Bangin'. P2 is Frank House, the Podium Pirates. We got Rapid Racing in P3. P4 is Aston Martin Racing. We got P5, our very own Leon. T. Fangen is in the El Stifo Motorsports for P6. ARL's Matt White, P7 with late Apex Racing. P8, we got M. Clark, the Texas Racing Team. FR Racing Team is a P9. Red Eye Racing P10. We got the Rookies P11. AGRT Racing Team is P12. Big Time Chef Kiss is P13. Victory Pace Racing P14. We got Freezer Burn Racing P15. P16 Not Creative Motorsports. And then, of course, your very own Sean New, ARL on Slope. Just spectate. So that is our qualifying, guys, and that does wrap up qualifying. We're going to get the race going here in just a minute. So I will return. I am here, guys. I'm taking just a short break before the race starts, and then as soon as it starts, I will be right back. Hey, bro. Nick, are you there?
30 seconds.
All right, 20 seconds. We're going to get started. For the formation lap, the race is about to commence. All right, guys, here we go. Welcome everybody to ARL's Tuesday night's driver swap. 2 minutes. Push the buttons. Oh, I guess it doesn't show me that until the race starts. I wish the spectator mode had the broadcaster mode like PC does. The broadcaster side on PC is like so cool. You can do like a lot of different things with it. What's up, big time Dave? Glad you're here, brother. Thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate that. Thanks to everybody that's tuning in. Looks like we have an issue with M. Clark stopping on the track. Is something wrong? He better get going. Or he gets that red bar and gets teleported. We're going to try to get down here to P1 as we're coming through the formation lap. Fixing to get back to being double filed, and the race is going to start. Race time in game is 7:05 p.m. Oh, he always does. I didn't know. I never noticed him doing that before. Maybe I just don't pay that much attention. Y'all forgive me. I'm still new to the whole broadcasting thing here, but they are going double file. They're coming around the second to the last turn now to get to the last turn to get the race started. Yes, big shout out, number 899, the Big Chef Kiss. Let's go. All right, Johnny B. Bangin's coming around the last corner with Frank House on P2. It's going to be a drag race. Let's see who's going to win it. Down to T1.
Green light, green
and we're
light.
green. Here we go. Uh-oh, Rapid Duck gets a good jump. Johnny B. Bangin' still on the inside. Rapid tries to go around the outside. Who's going to overcome? It looks like Rapid jumps in front of Johnny B. Bangin'. Frank House is in currently P3. With Jay trying to take it away from him, coming up the inside. Frank goes a little wide. Has to duck in behind him for P4. We got Matt White, looks like sitting in P5. No, T-Bangin's in P5. Matt White has dropped down to P6. So we got a six-way battle going on right here. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. We had a work thing. So we're going to try to get back to the front of the pack here. Rapid Duck is still leading with Johnny B. Bangin' hot on his trail, trying to get back by him. Jay is currently in P3. We only got a 0.3 second gap between 1 and 2 right now. P3 is behind by 1.5. Frank House has lost a little bit of ground here at the beginning. Down 3.1 seconds to the leader. But it's still a long race, 58 minutes to go, so he can bring it back. Rapid Duck does lead lap number 1 with Johnny B. Bangin' hot on his tail, though. He's going to have to keep it moving here to stay in that front position. We're going to cycle through the field just a little bit to see some of the action in the back, see where everybody is. M. Clark is in the pits. We had an issue. We got 3 cars in the pits now. So we're going to have to try to go back and see the replay of what happened. Not Creative Motorsports in the pits. Big Time Chef Kiss, they're in the pits. 4 cars are in the pits. 5 cars in the pits for lap 1. T-Bangin's in P6. Matt White is in P5. He does get past for the position. Jay is still sitting in P3. We got to fight for P1 though. As this front group has really distanced themselves just a little bit. Frank House has made a little ground back up. He's only 1.5 seconds back now. Good job, Frank, for coming back. Let's see what we can do with it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars in the pits. We must have missed the big incident. We're going to, at the end of the stream, we'll try to save the replay, and we will try to go back and watch and see what happened. Matt White doing a very good job here, holding P5 down. He does have Keith Fagan right behind him, though, trying to get the position back. Leon's in P7. Let's see, Jay P3, Frank House P4. And we still have a bunch of cars in the pit lane that have not come out yet. Sure, they're not just going to abandon the race. I don't know if we can see a replay or not. We're going to try to go to replay mode. Try to figure out what happened here. Oh, push the play button. Trying to get the race going. The broadcasting tools on here are not really ideal to be able to go back and watch a replay per stream. All right, we'll try to come back and watch it at the end of the race and see if we can see what happened in lap 1 there to cause all the 6 cars to be in the pits. We've got 7 people watching. Thank everybody for coming in and tuning in and watching ARL's driver swaps Tuesday night. We do appreciate y'all so much. If you're new to the channel, please hit the follow button so that way you know every time we go live. We do host. We broadcast driver swap and our one make series challenge series. And then we stream the team or sprint series and Sunday's mix. Leon and T. Fagan has gotten by Matt White here. He is down to P7. Jay is still sitting P3 with Frank House still in P4. If we can get to the front as some of the cars that were in are coming out. ART racing team is P8. Rapid is still leading the race with a 0.7 lead over Johnny B. Bangin. Johnny B. Bangin is keeping up with Rapid for sure, so he should be able to make a move at some point. But it is a long race to go. We got 53 minutes left. It looks like by the timing chart, Jay is pulling further away from Frank in the P4 position. We got 2 BMWs right now in the top spots of P1 and 2. But not much of a gap separating them. M. Clark is still sitting in the pits. P9 is Freezer Burn Racing. They gained quite a few positions. I think they started in the back of the field. It made it through the carnage. So we're definitely going to try to go back and watch the replay. Not Creative Motorsports currently in P13. Big Time Showcase. Hey, y'all are in P10. Y'all got a top 10 right now. FR Racing P14. ARL's Leon is in P6. He is hunting down T. Fagan right now in that McLaren. And ARL's Matt White is holding his own in the McLaren as well, sitting in P7. That is a great job, Matt and Leon, representing ARL. Try to make our way back to the front so we can see if this battle is getting closer. Johnny B. Bangin has passed Rapid Duck. Oh, something happened to Rapid. We missed it. Because he is now currently sitting at P4 with Jay in P2. Frank House has moved up to P3. And Rapid Duck is in P4. Man, I wish we had like a replay button where we could go back and see what happened. Johnny B. Bangin has opened up a gap now of 2.2 seconds. It seems like they're all running pretty close lap times between 137s and 136s. We just have got under 49 minutes to go. The pit window has not quite opened yet. And everybody still has to make their mandatory pit stop and their driver swap, so it's still anybody's race. Frank House, though, and the Podium Pirates have moved back up to P3 after starting P2. Curious to know, though, what happened to Rapid Duck in the Rapid Racing BMW, as he was leading the race. Cycle through the field a little bit and see what's going on. Do we have any battles going on track? Is Rapid Duck able to fight back any and make any of this lost ground up here? He's currently hunting down Frank House, though. It is running almost 4 tenths faster a lap than what Frank did his last lap. Again, I thank everybody for tuning in tonight and watching the driver swap for ARL. Johnny B. Bangin has got almost a 3-second lead now over P2, which is Aston Martin Racing. Jay is in the McLaren. Frank House is trying to take over that P2 spot. We got a 3-way battle going on right now for that spot, so we're going to try to get to it and watch it. As he goes in the inside, is he going to be able to make it stick? He does it. He tucks back behind Jay. Rapid pulls up on the back of Frank House. Oh, let's get to him. It looks like Jay is still able to hold on to P2 here, but Frank is hot on his tail. I mean, if he makes one little mistake, Frank is right there to pounce on him. The AMG is a very good car now after the update with the redid AMG, which I believe they call it like the 2.0. It's been totally reworked from the 1.8 version car. Rapid loses a little pace coming out of the turn there. Looks like he had a little wheel spin. As Johnny B. Bangin is still opening his gap up a little bit more on MP1. He's got a gap now of 3 seconds. Frank is looking to make a move here. He wants to pass Jay, but is he able to make it stick? As Rapp is trying to work his way back up to these two now. Oh, Jay goes a little wide in the gravel. Is Frank going to be able to capitalize off of it? Doesn't look like he was close enough to make a move. We're down to almost 45.5 minutes to go in the race, everybody. We got some pretty good battles going on for P2. But it looks like Jay's pulling away a little bit now from Frank House. T. Thangen is still in P5 at 4.4 seconds behind. I want to cycle through the field, but I know if I do, we're going to miss this battle right here. So I don't want to miss it. Probably the best battle we have on the track at the time. It looks like in some of the corners, Frank does get a better run out of them, but he's just not able to make the move stick to get a good enough run to pass him. It looks like we had a little bobble back there by T. Fangen, and Leon's about to pass him for that P5 position. Rapid is pulled back up to this battle here. He's trying to get involved and figure out a way how to get around these two cars. Is he able to do it though? As they come out of the final turn, getting ready to start lap number 10. We're still running 136, mid 136s. Rapid runs a low 136. I'm not sure who has the fastest lap of the race so far. Check that out in just a little bit. I don't want to cycle too much. We got a pretty good intense battle going here for this P2, P3, and P4. It looks like coming through sector 1 and 2, Frank is a little bit faster than Jay is in those sectors, but I think Jay might be a little bit faster than him in sector 3. But it looks like the gap from P1 to P2 is stabilized now. It's only a 3.4 second gap, so Johnny B. Bangen's not pulling away too very much. Other pack of cars. Jay has a little bit of bobble there coming into that turn. He goes a little wide. Rapid goes a little wide. Frank goes a little wide on the last turn. But they are tail to tail with his nose to tail. Come through T1 and T2, Rapid is trying to look for a move to make on Frank House. I'm just curious, like, where is he going to make this move? Is he going to try to go to the inside here? Nope, he thinks better of it. He looks for another opportunity to try to get past. And Frank House is all over the back of Jay in the Aston Martin Racing McLaren here. Johnny B. Bangen is pulling a bigger gap now. It's up to 3.7 seconds. So he is pulling away from these three cars that are fighting for this position for P2. something has happened to Leon. Matt White has got around him for P6. Frank is trying to look to the inside here. He's not able to make it. Goes a little wide. Rapid's on the inside. He goes for it. Here we go. We got a battle. Rapid is up to P4. Frank went a little wide into the gravel on the turn. And that opened the door for Rapid to get by. They come to the end of lap 11, starting lap 12. And they're letting Johnny B. Bangin pull away by fighting here. He has opened up the gap now almost to 5 seconds on him. And we're almost down to 40 minutes to go. So if Rapid wants to get caught back up to Johnny B. Bangin before pit stops, he's going to have to make quick work of Jay and get by him. But they really need to work together here instead of fighting each other and catch that lead car back. It's where a lot of people don't realize where you lose so much time is fighting, trying to gain that one position instead of working together and using the draft off each other's car to get better lap times. And when it comes to racing, you got to think about the overall picture and what is faster to do. And it's not faster to try to pass somebody. It's faster to race with them and put in consecutive lap times with that car. Rapid is still trying to figure out a way to get around Jay. Jay goes a little wide though. Is Rapid ready, able to make a move here? They come through T1 and T2. Going to see, is Rapid able to go? He tries to go to the inside. Is he able to make it? No. The opportunity wasn't there, so he backs out. As they come around the fast left-hander, Frank goes a little wide. That is probably going to be a track limits there. Warning for Frank House. They got to be careful of that, because 3 of those and you're going to get a drive-through. And they're still letting this lead car just pull away from them. But Rapid and Frank are faster lap-wise than Jay is. And he goes to the inside trying to make the move. He gets by. Oh, he runs into gravel wide. Is he able to make his stick? Jay tries to come back in on the inside. Here he goes. And he makes... Rapid had ran wide out in the gravel. Frank House is trying to go back by Rapid now. So they come through T1 and T2. As I was just saying, that they both had, I think, more pace than the P2 car, because Johnny B. Bangin is opening up a pretty good lead now on him. He's got a 6-second lead over P2, P3, and P4. T-Fang is only 2.2 seconds behind P4 now. We're going to cycle through the field just to try to see where everybody's at. T-Fang is caught up to the back of these guys. Now we're going to have a 4-way battle, it looks like, for the tops for P2. As Jay gets a little bit of a separation now from them. A 1.5 second gap over Rapid. Johnny B. Bangin is just clocking them out now. He's just putting in his laps and pulling away. He's up to an 8-second gap. We'll cycle through the field so I'm to see where everybody's at. Pete Phillip is in P12. Talk to me Goose, P15. We got AJRT Racing Team P8. Oh, we missed one. Victory Pace Racing, they're sitting P11 right now in the Aston Martin. Rapid is in P3. With Frank House still in P4, trying to find a way to get by Rapid. Johnny B. Bangin still with a 7-second lead. It looks like he had a little bobble somewhere as he goes a little wide there. The gap is coming out to about 7 seconds now. And Clark still sitting in the pits. P9, we got the Freezer Burn Racing BMW.
Pit window is opening.
The pit window has just now opened, guys, so that means they got 10 minutes to make their pit and do their driver swap. If they do not get that done before it closes, then there will be a penalty assessed to them at the end of the race. So it looks like everybody's pretty spread out now. We got Leon and Matt White are sitting P6 and 7, and they are right next to each other with about a 0.7 gap between the two. Pete Fangan is still in P5. He has chased down this other group. As he dives into pit for his pit stop, let's see if he gets it slowed down enough to make his pit and not get a speeding penalty. It looks like he does. Good stint there, T. Fagan. Jay's still in P2 as Johnny B. Bangin has opened the gap back up now to over almost 7.5 seconds. Frank House has gotten back by Rapid Duck for P3. So the Podium Pirates are still looking to get a podium out of this finish. Even without our very own ARL George Priest not being able to be here, so that would be a good outcome for them. Something has happened to Rapid. He has stopped on the track. Let's try to get to him and see what happened. Oh, he's going again. But he had lost a lot of time now as he's almost 10 seconds behind P3. His tires are probably about burned because he's ran wide a couple times. As he comes into the pits for his pit stop, he's going to hand the car over to Cletus. As he slows down to the 50 mile an hour, Matt White is in the pits for his pit stop. We're down to almost 32 minutes to go with 7 minutes left in the pit window. Rapid makes his pit stop. They're going to be a driver swap as Cletus gets in. So we're going to start seeing some new drivers here. We still got Johnny B. Bangin in P1. He does have an 8-second lead now. slows down into the line, hits the 50-mile-an-hour mark.
window is now closed.
Pixel is only 2.5 seconds behind P2, so we do have a little bit of a battle on our hands here for P2. Are the Podium Pirates able to make this gap up and take home a P2? He definitely had an issue because he just ran a 144. And it looks like Cletus has dropped back a little bit more too. Or he's still 12 seconds behind P3. Alright, 17 minutes to go. Looks like Dalton has opened up a little bit more of a gap now to P3. Johnny B. Bangin and El Straub have got, looks like they have this race pretty sewn up that they're going to win unless they just have a major mistake. But you never know, it's racing. Anything can still happen with 16.5 minutes to go. Cycle through the field a little bit. We got B. Kent with Late Apex Racing. They're currently in P5. 23 seconds it looks like behind P4. P9, C. Lopez. P6 is A. Chavez. Looks like everybody's still getting used to the new update in physics, because I know a lot of these guys were able to put in faster lap times than the 1.8, but once they get it down, everybody will be fine. It just takes it's just a little bit of a learning curve with the new physics and tire model. But once you get it down, it does feel very good to drive the cars. I'm surprised we don't see none of the new Porsches in here at all. There's not a Porsche 1 in the race tonight. We had a little bit of a battle going on back there, people trying to get around each other. I don't know if that's for position or not. Tail. Okay, no, it's not. So A. Chavez, C. Lopez. Okay, no. S. Waller's in P7. That's a good showing for that team tonight. We're on the start of lap 27. With almost 14 minutes to go. Pete Dalton has opened his gap back up over P3 up to 6.2 seconds. Cletus has fallen behind a little bit too again. If I can get to him. Where is he? So he is 9.0. He has closed the gap to P3 a little bit. He's only 9.3 seconds behind P3 now. So he has closed that gap down some. He has picked up the pace just a little bit. Straub is just out here on a Sunday drive all by himself. Like, all by myself. Sorry, I can't sing. Back to the racing we go, with 11.5 minutes to go. I'm surprised though that were there not any Porsches in the driver swaps at all? Bender's doing really good in the Ferrari. Good job for them in that P10 position. As he goes a little wide there, but overall, awesome job. I'm sorry, Chef Kiss. I got it right that time. Freeze It Burn Racing, they have made a good showing here tonight too with the P8. Leon's team still sitting in P7. Pete Dalton running 136s. And P2, he is 8.8 seconds up the road now from P3. Let's try to get to Cletus and see if he's made any ground up. Looks like Cletus might be struggling just a little bit as well tonight in the BMW. You'll get there, buddy. It's just going to take a little time on the learning curve. I know when the new version came out for me on PC, it was like relearning a whole new game again. As he goes a little wide there. Hopefully that wasn't a track limit. I'm surprised with only 9.5 minutes to go that we have not seen any track cut warnings for drop-throughs. I know when we did our Sunday's mixed event here, I was P2, I think, or P3, no, P3, and I blew the race with a track cut on the last lap with 10 seconds to go in the race, or 30 seconds to go or something. I had enough time to come in the pits and clear it, and that was it. This track is very easy to get those track cut warnings at. Alright, here we go. El Straub 8.5 minutes to go. Still holds on to the fastest lap of the race with that 1:35.595. There's not really any battles going on track. Pete Dalton is still in P2. Looks like he's got almost 11.5 second lead over the Podium Pirates. Good job from Late Apex Racing. They're in P5. A good job to B Kent and to ARL Matt White. Good job, guys. 11 seconds. I'm trying to get on to Cletus, see if he's making. There he goes. Cletus has made up a little bit of ground over to P3. He's only a little over 8.5 seconds behind. But there's only 7 minutes left in the race. I don't know if that's enough time for him to catch up. All right, we're 6.5 minutes away from finishing the race. And we still have 8 people watching. I want to say thank y'all for sticking it out and being here with me. My commentary wasn't too bad. Again, it's still a learning experience. But I do enjoy doing this for the league and giving us, some kind of commentary to some of our races. I hope that the more I do them, then the more comfortable I become with them. Switch over. El Straub still in P1, 5.5 minutes to go. He has extended his lead even more now. Dang it, I keep missing, there we go. I do have to give a big shout out to Bender and Big Time Chef Kiss. They have done an amazing job, and look at that Ferrari and how dirty that white paint job looks. Looks like they've been racing for 24 hours. This thing's gonna need a pressure washer after it's over. P13 in the Ray-Ban livery. A Chavez in P7. As P1 is coming up trying to get by him. Team in P1 has put in some very good consistent lap times with 136s. Oh, really? Sorry guys, I'm yawning. Getting past my bedtime. P. Dalton and T. Fagan in P2. We got 3.5 minutes to go in the race. Should be another 2 laps maybe. And this race will be concluded. Still a very good job out of B. Kent and ARL Matt White with the P5. Less than 3 minutes to go now. Everybody's just settled in, clocking off their laps, getting to the finish. We did have some very good, exciting battles going on at the beginning of the race. I know we missed a little bit of the carnage in the back of the pack. Let's put 5 or 6 or 7 cars in the pits on the first lap. If y'all wanted to try to stick around for that, at the end we will try to go back and see if we can find it on the replay. I will save it and try to show y'all so we can see what happened. Cletus has made up a little bit more ground back on the P3, but it's not going to be enough time as there's 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes to go in the race. So we're going to go here to P1. We're going to watch the rest of the race through him if I can quit hitting the button. Sorry if y'all hear me yawning, or do apologize. Alright, he's gonna make one more lap. As soon as he crosses the white line, we will be on the final lap of the race. As there is only 1 minute left to go.
Final lap now. Give it all you can.
All right, final lap. This is 30 seconds. Oh, did he go a little wide there? Good job to all the drivers so far. I only seen, I think, 1 penalty for a stop speeding penalty. Curious to know how many people had track cuts and how many they had that nobody got a drive-through for track cuts. So my hat's off to y'all. Good job for that. As the clock hits 0, and he is coming through sector 3 now. Coming around the last few corners. He's got 2 more turns. He's going to be coming down the front stretch to bring it across the line to finish the race. Here we go. As he comes across the line, it is going to be L. Straub and Honey D. Bangin are your ARL driver swap winners for Tuesday night for round 3 at Misano. We try to cycle through so we can get some more people finishing. P2, here goes P. Dalton, P2. So we get the P3 real quick. P3. All right, here comes the Podium Pirates. That is our very own ARL's George Priest's team. Pixel and K. Frank House are going to get it P3. Good job, guys. Where's Cletus? Can we get to him before he crosses the line? Oh, he already crossed the line. P4 for Cletus and Rapid Duck Racing. Or Rapid Racing, I should say. Good job, guys. Want to congratulate, though, again, our winners. They don't have a racing name team, but it is, I hope I'm saying his name right, Straub and I know Johnny B. Bangin'. So congratulations to them for winning the race. Still got M. Clark sitting in the pits. We got Freezer Burn Racing coming across the line now in P8. K-Peck, or B. Kent and ARL's Matt White come home in P5. We're going to picture that real quick if someone else doesn't. Then, let's see if we can go to this replay. So can I not go back to the... we saved the replay. We're going to jump out of the server real quick. I'm going to try to just turn it off real quick. Again, congratulations, guys, to everybody that participated tonight in the driver swap race for ARL Tuesday nights, round 3 at Misano. Good job. Hats off to everybody that were completed and where you finished at. Thank y'all so much for being here. We appreciate y'all. Alright, we're going to try to jump over here to this replay and see if it saved the whole thing. I got the race results. Hopefully somebody got the qualifying results. We're going to go to gallery here. I don't know, does this not save the whole replay? Or how does this work? Oh, it doesn't. Well, what's the point? See, and I don't understand the replay system in ACC at all in console. You cannot save the whole replay of the race. That makes no sense. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for us tonight for Tuesday night's driver swap. Tune in tomorrow night. Let's check the schedule real quick before y'all go. We'll let you know our next broadcasting. Let's check Ferrari. So yes, tune in again tomorrow night for round 3 at COTA for the Ferrari Challenge. That is Ferrari Challenge Wednesday nights. Will be at COTA. I will broadcast that race, and I hope y'all tune in and join us for that. Again, I want to tell each one of y'all, thank y'all so much for being here tonight. It really means a lot. Thank you for dealing with me and hearing my broadcasting and butchering of everything I probably butchered up, but again, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing this, so thank y'all so much. And that's going to do it for me tonight. Y'all have a good night. See y'all tomorrow.